Hi everybody, Mark Michaels here with Cutting Horse Central, and we're joined here today with Lainie Whitmire from the World Cutting Horse Association. Welcome, Lainie.
Thank you very much. We're glad to be here.
So we're here at the NRS Arena, beautiful facility. You guys are having a show here today, and we thought we'd come out and talk to you a little bit about the World Cutting Horse Association. It's obviously been growing quite a bit lately. How did the WCHA begin?
It actually started back in 2014 with just one show. And we needed some place to go and show some horses, and we were looking for something that was a little more laid back, a little more maybe user friendly for the new people to get started, and it worked out for us.
Right, yeah. So what are some of the things that do make these shows different that you have?
I think it's probably the fact that we're a little bit more laid back. Our system is geared more toward the amateurs, the non-pros, than actually the trainers, but it's turned out really good. A lot of new people coming in. We have a lot of beginners coming. We have a lot of first-time cutters coming to our shows. We've had people come that had never been on a cutting horse, and they have a horse they've had for a while. Maybe they're team pinning on it. Maybe they're using it for turn back. I don't know. Just a good horse that they have. Sure. And they decide they want to go to a cutting. And you and I both know that riding a cutting horse,
once you get started,
it's kind of addicting.
Yes.
And we've given those people the opportunity to get started in a friendly environment where they don't feel overwhelmed.
Well, and it's obviously working. Your membership's growing, and more shows are being added every year from what you're saying. So how many shows are you currently having per year, roughly?
Last year, I believe we had 38 or 39. Wow. And this year, we're on track to have about the same amount, maybe a few more. The shows are getting bigger. We're having a little trouble with scheduling, trying to stay off of everything and have good weekends. But other than that, I just need a few more weekends in the month to get it all, worked in. Yeah. But it's going really good. Right. A lot of interest in other areas. We've had phone calls from as far away as Utah, California, Missouri wants to have some. So we're growing in different areas too.
Yeah, that's great. So, and you have year-end awards as far as finals and things like that?
Yes. Last year at our finals, we gave away a trailer. We gave away 13 saddles. I don't know how many buckles. It was about $56,000 to $60,000 worth of prizes just at the finals over those 3 days, and then we paid out a little over $70,000. Wow! So it was a good weekend for a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure. So some of the things that you're doing different, we were talking earlier about you've got some two-handed ranch cutting type classes.
Yes, and those are very popular. The ranch cutting classes, you can use both hands. You're not penalized for using both hands. And we have a lot of people when they first start out, it's kind of intimidating to walk in there and cut a cow and throw your hand down. Sure. So they feel a little bit better if they can use their hands and help their horse a little bit. Plus, they can take that horse that they've been team pinning on and get their feet wet. And then 9 times out of 10, once they do that a little bit, the next thing we know, they've got a trainer, and they're in the 2 or they're in the 15 amateur, and they're showing.
Well, and that's with anything. I mean, people look to actually get better and step up, and it's very competitive, like any sport.
No, they don't want to stay in that. We do give away a saddle every year in the ranch cutting, and it is one of our big classes. The other class that has surprised me that it's so big is the select. We have a select class for 50 and over, and the select class is huge. Right. It's usually 2 bunches. Those guys have so much fun in there. They root for each other. They all like to beat each other, but they also root for each other and have a real good time. That's a fun class to watch.
I bet.
That's a real fun class to watch.
They get pretty competitive too.
They get competitive. They're competitive. They want to win. But they like each other when it's all over.
Well, and I think it's key what you've said, that being able to come in as a beginner with a horse that maybe you can't keep your hand down on, that obviously makes it a little bit more unique to be able to come to one of these type of shows where you can come show that horse and not have to keep it with a trainer or not have to have a totally finished horse and just come play and enjoy some of the camaraderie here.
It helps, and the fact that our trainers that are here are exceptional. And I've always said that our membership is our best asset, and they are. But the other thing is the trainers that come here. They're geared toward the amateur non-pros. I've seen them stay and help somebody that they've never
Sure.
met before.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know, it's their first time cutting, and you know as well as I do, you got to help them a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like they're picking out their cows, they're helping them get the cow cut, and you know, getting them through a run.
Right.
But once they get them through that first run, it's such a rush.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's
They're
a great,
coming back.
Yeah, and it's a great way for those new people coming into the sport to get to know some of the trainers in the show
Exactly.
situation and develop a relationship and possibly take that one step further and maybe put a horse in training. Or
And
buy a
that's
horse.
what they do.
Yeah.
You know, the first year they may not have a trainer. By the second year, they're looking for someone to help them get lessons, just do something to improve, or you know, help their horse a little bit. Before long, they're buying a real cutting
Right.
horse. You know,
Yep.
they want something that they can throw their hand down
Sure,
on. You
sure.
know, and show in those other classes.
And go show and select.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. That's a fun class.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun. These people are more like family than they are
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, we love them, and they will do anything in the world for you.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So how can people find out more about what you guys are doing and where your shows are at?
Just go to worldcutter.com. Also, Cutting Horse Central. We're going to be advertising on Cutting Horse Central.
There you go.
And Facebook, I have a Facebook page
Okay.
that you can go to. Word of mouth has been our best asset. We haven't done much advertising,
Yeah.
and word of mouth has really kept us going. So it's
Got some
it's
big
been
mouths
great.
out there. It's
Thank
growing.
goodness. Thank goodness. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you heard it, folks. If you want to come have some fun at a cutting and maybe get started in the sport if you haven't done it before, be sure to check out the World Cutting Horse Association online and see what they have to offer. Thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
I appreciate you coming.
You bet.